Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield postgame show, the only postgame show that takes more than one phone call, and the only one that actually gives you some substance, because AM 830 can't give you nothing on the radio, and then Bally's can't follow it up, and everyone else tries to imitate but cannot come close to what we have here on the Halos in the Infield podcast network. Can't even speak right tonight as I'm trying to pump myself and the rest of us up because the Angels lose 2 out of 3 to the Stankies. I know it's hard for you out there. A lot of you hate the Yankees. A lot of you can't stand their over-righteous fans who claim 27 titles, can't even remember one, because the West Coast Yankee fan is truly a piece of shit. And, you get your Billy Crystals that were at the stadium tonight, and some of your Yankee fans that have actually been to the old Yankee Stadium, and even some to the new ones, because most of those fans, if I'd say a good 95% of the fans that make it out here to Angels Stadium to rep the pinstripes are fake-ass fans and have never even gone to New York, or maybe they've been to New York and, again, like I said the other night, have distant relatives from New York and thus claim the Yankees. But it is what it is. The Yankees are always going to be the Yankees. They are who we thought they were, and they came in here and they took 2 out of 3. I mean, we won a game we shouldn't have won the other night. We should have won last night, and then tonight, wow. Again, this was a good baseball game for about 6 innings. Suarez, Sandoval makes one bad pitch to Aaron Judge, and it's 2-1. And the Angels are just doing what they accustomed to do. They'll put up a good, crooked number for one game, and then they'll just disappear and go memes in the batter's box for the next 2 games, or at least one game, and then maybe they kind of go flat a little bit. But no, they continued it tonight. Ohapi's home run led things off. You had a 1-0 lead, but again, 1-0. You shouldn't be putting that pressure on your pitchers. And again, we've been asking for Sandoval to pitch like this. So I don't want to hear any bitching about Sandoval. I like to trash him too, okay? Don't get me wrong. But tonight's not the night to trash Sandoval. Sandoval gave you one of those starts this year where he's been very up and down, very inconsistent. We've all ranked on him. We always say he throws too many pitches and this and that. We know what we're going to get with Sandoval. But on the nights that Sandoval gives you a gem like this, you must take advantage. And again, there's several things to talk about this game, and we'll get into that as the night goes on. I got a couple more things to say real quick before I finish or get into the monologue with the game. Is if you haven't checked out the site for eBay, check out the Sell Your Team shirts, Sell the Team Marty shirts. You got the Heedy swag on there. We got some more stuff coming next week that we're going to add to it. And also, if you haven't had a chance yet, I know Angel Central first put it up there, but a couple other pages have put it up there. It's been shared a lot. The vendors at Anaheim Stadium were striking the other night. So, again, things are really unraveling, and you're seeing more and more people starting to come to our side a little bit. The realists and the honks are kind of turning into the minority right now. And I think Angel fans are finally waking up to we need change. There needs to be some change. If Artie's not going to sell, then put people in place to make this team good again. We're tired of the same old, same old. And now, we have a Christmas in July weekend. Ooh, I can't wait to get my slippers because it's so goddamn cold in June or in July. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. Oh, it's so great to see Santa out there and the reindeer Strike Force girls. Oh, Jolly Gee. Oh, my gosh. I mean, they're even going to throw in some Hanukkah. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, I can't wait. Christmas. When I think Christmas, I think the heart of summer. Hell yeah. I mean, we're going to get beanies too. Oh, it's as useless as Kip Moore. We don't need a country weekend. Hell, we don't even need Star Wars weekend. If you want Star Wars, go to fucking Disneyland. Go watch one of the shitty Marvel movies Marvel movies. Shitty Star Wars movies of late. They're all over Disney as well. That's just my opinion. Some people still like Star Wars. I'm over it. But you don't need these weekends, dude. And I guarantee the way this team is playing, we're going to get swept in Christmas in July as well. So as far as that's concerned, I just had to throw a few things out there. And I'll have some more information about Mezzos and our appearance live if you want to come down and say hi. And, we'll shake hands and kiss babies and maybe butt slap down there at Mezzo's next week against the Padres. So if you guys and gals want to come out and have fun and chill with us as we do a live post-game podcast and possibly a podcast in general live during the game or a watch party, I don't know yet. With that being said, tonight's game was a wash. A Ron Washington display of, I don't know. How do you not argue? Because I had Dan Rios and a few other people messaging me like, why aren't we not arguing these calls? So you had the umpires come into play late in this game. You had Sandoval give you a good start, a great start. And the offense just comes out there and it's like, nothing. Again. And again, we look at this lineup and you're like, hey, man, what do you expect? This is a AAA lineup. This is and granted, you may be correct. But the thing that you can do with a lineup, if I were a manager, if Todd Fox is in there managing this squad, I'm utilizing the speed. I'm executing bunts, not bunts with the bases loaded or suicide squeeze, but I'm executing bunts. I'm telling these guys to whatever you learned by the analytics nerds up top, forget about it. Just go out there and take what the pitcher gives you and try to make something happen. Stop fucking swinging for the fences. Hey, but Todd, that was the only run they got tonight. Because they weren't trying to do anything else. You got, and again, some guys are going to best you. Some guys are going to best you no matter what Todd Fox wants to do, no matter what Ron Washington, no matter what Mike Scioscia puts in play with the same lineup. Just some guys are just going to be besting you, and you got to tip your cap. But that shouldn't be 3-4 times a week. You should be able to exploit the starting pitching, or you should be able to adjust by the end of the game and get to that bullpen and ignite a fire and take the win. But no, same kind of at-bats keep showing up tonight. They only left 5 men on base. Even that's going down, where we used to leave like 11 to 12 guys on base. Hell, even 18 at one point this year. But we're not getting the RBIs when we need them. And it figures we get a couple of runners in scoring position when it's too late. So again, this game, if you look at the numbers, the two starters right here, you compare and contrast, right? Carlos Rodon, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. Decent numbers, right? Patrick Sandoval, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. That's a very good, very good numbers for both pitchers, right? They both gave you quality starts, gave each of their teams every opportunity to win this game. The problem is Sandoval, I'd say 5 of his 8 losses he's just been trash. But 3 of those losses he's gotten into, you can go back, where his record should be 5-5 right now. Very average pitcher, up or down. There's no in between for Sandoval. He's either really bad or really good. And he was really good tonight, and his record falls to 2-8. While Rodon's on 7-2. Yankee lineup, very interesting tonight. Aaron Judge, the big 2-run homer, because a lot of you were saying, man, the Angels have gotten lucky the first 2 games. Judge and Stanton haven't gone off. Well, and Soto really hasn't either. I mean, he had a home run and everything, but he really hasn't been amazing for the Yankees. But Judge hit a 2-run homer, and he still managed to strike out 4 times. He had the golden sombrero. The golden sombrero. Does that give him the nacho night for tonight? I mean, he's definitely in the running. Anytime you get a hat trick with 3 strikeouts or the golden sombrero with 4, you are amazingly bad. You suck. Soto had 3 RBIs. We'll talk about that. Volpe got an RBI tonight. Basically, Stanton, Verdugo, LeMahieu, other than scoring some runs, really didn't do too much. The Yankees were kind of held in check. And you look at the Anaheim Angels logos or their lineup, I should say. Shonowell did nothing. Right when you think he's turning the corner, he was at 240. Now he's down to 224. Bad series for him. Renifo got he was 0 for 3, but he got a walk. He's still batting .336. Mr. Inconsistent himself, Taylor Ward, 1 for 3 and a strikeout. But he added a walk. Pilar got a single, 1 for 4. I mean, I'm telling you, I'll still take that. I'd rather have him play every night. But again, we're not playing him every night. He'll probably get the day off tomorrow. Ohapi went 1 for 4 with a home run. Adele, again, gave you another 0 for 4 performance, batting just 205, 2 more strikeouts. Neto gave you another 0 for 3. No strikeouts this time, but he did walk. His batting average is dipping. It was almost 260. It's down to 247. And then Vanessa's husband. I mean, maybe my dad's right. He's having too much sex. 195. His average goes down. The big dong came through, finally with a hit. He had been 4 for 42 or something stupid. Kyrie Paris gives you another 0 for 3. So when your lineup is just that inept, you're not going to do anything. And again, this is why we're missing Miguel Sano. This is why we're missing Michael Stefanik when he comes back, because either Paris is going to go down, Tucker's going to be DFA'd, someone like that's going to lose a spot or a job, and you're going to see 2 hitters come into that lineup that will take pitches, that will take what the pitcher gives them, and especially Stefanik will work walks, he'll get hits, he'll steal bases, just like he would have did a couple years ago if Numbnuts Nevin used him right. But he's a good hitter, and I'm looking forward to seeing both these guys back in the lineup. They should be able to give the Angels more opportunities to score runs. And speaking of my dad said tonight, hey, I don't know how that you are actually able to do that post-game show on a nightly basis watching this team. And I'm like, Dad, calm down. And me and him got into an argument, not yelling and everything, because, I'm the calm one when it comes to talking like that. My dad always starts low and then raises his voice gradually. So my dad was just like, I don't understand it, Todd, because this team is one of the worst teams I've ever seen. I've never seen a team start like this and just get continually worse. And then I'm like, Dad, calm down. I go, maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Where is it? I don't see it. I'm like, Dad, your eyesight's already bad. I know you're not going to see it. And I'm like, I'm just kidding. But think about it, Dad. I go, at some point there has to be a change. This team is dog water right now. We have to turn it around. And my dad's like, well, I'm not going to believe it till I see it, because this team is promised to be so good. Artie says this. I'm like, well, you got to stop listening to Artie. Stop listening to AM 830. I've been trying to pull him away from that honk side, and sometimes he pulls away. Other times he's like, Well, that Doobie guy is so nice and he made a good point. He could be nice as hell, but he's reading from a script. Because soon as they went down 7-1 tonight, what did he do? Hey, guess who pitches tomorrow? We got Soriano on the mound. And then you got our boy Wayne going, let's take a drive with Kia. It's so terrible. So terrible. But this game was won and lost after the 6th inning. After we took out our boy Sandoval, man, was Simber squeezed. And I get it. Some pitches you're not going to get on a nightly basis. You know, you might miss here or there. The umpire misses a few. I get it. That's part of the human element. You miss maybe 4 or 5 calls a night. I think that's a pretty good umpiring for the night, right? When you're missing 4 or 5 in one at bat, that's bullshit. And there was a couple that were blatantly on the black or right down the middle that cost Simber those 4 walks. I think one of the walks was justified. 3 of the 4 walks weren't. He was getting squeezed at the exact wrong time. And then, so it's not only umpire that makes that move, but it's Ron Washington. You have 2 lefties up. I would say this, you know, like throw Matt Moore in there, right? What do you got to lose? It's 3-1 at this point. Simber just walked in a run. Bring in and another run. Bring in freaking Matt Moore. Let's see if he can get it out. No, let's go Suarez. Suarez first fucking pitch. And it's over. This is what I know. I mean, right away, we make him famous.
If he tries me, I will make him famous.
Suarez just, he sucks, dude. 1 pitch to Soto, 3 runs come in. And that's the bad thing. That's the sad thing. Let's just say Moore comes in there because we'll never know. And a lot of you Angel fans are starting to get a little fed up with Ron Washington. It all started when he didn't take accountability. He blamed players for his decision. And now you're seeing little quirks, man, where it's like if Matt Moore goes in there and gets 2 outs and it stays 4-1, look what the Angels did the next inning or in the 8th. They scored 2, and who knows, maybe they get 1 in the 9th when it doesn't look as bad. You know what I mean? Like they have a better chance of coming back. But no, you can't do that. I mean, Pilar came through. Caldon got an RBI. It's 8-3 final, and the Angels lose 2 of 3 to the Stanks. In front of a sold-out crowd and the umpire. I mean, when you're playing 10 guys, that sucks. So, I don't know. The Angels had let's just play this one because they did have a lead briefly. So we got buttercupped in a way.
Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you.
Get through those awards, shall we? And because I got something to play for you and give my thoughts on what's going on with the vendors real quick. So, who gets the Golden Stamos tonight? You know that old saying where they say, yay, next man up. This guy goes down with injury or he gets traded. And, you know, the Angels have said that so many times. Hey, Mike Trout's down with an injury. Anthony Rendon for the 60th time. Next man up. Well, we saw the retirement of everyone's favorite umpire the other day, Angel Hernandez. Well, next man up, and the going for the Stamos tonight is Edwin Moscoso. He gets the Golden Stamos tonight for being the 10th man on the field for the New York Yankees in the most critical time of a baseball game, as if the Angels don't need any other shit going against them, gives the Yankees that glass slipper, and in the shoe fit, and the Yankees took that umpire to the ball and all was happily ever after that, to quote Disney, because it's rolled up in a nice, neat little bow for them. You know, again, how many times have you been to an Angel game and you've seen Renifo or any of these guys just hit the ball so fucking hard, but right at somebody, whether it's a line drive in the infield, one down the outfield, always the opposing team makes a great diving catch at our field, right? And you're thinking to yourself, damn, we just don't get any breaks. That's why we're 7-21 at home. Those shits happen, but sometimes they happen to teams, and they picks the worst year to go against the Angels. And then you got all the injuries that you got to deal with all the time. And you got all the problems in the front office where we don't get the players or the depth or the right kind of players to make it work for Washington, right? So you have those three big elements against you on a nightly basis, and you're always getting fucked somehow, right? And you're just like, hey, maybe we can get some help from the umps. Nope. I can count on one hand how many times we've been helped via replay. It's like, oh, it's the Angels. New York's like, nope, they automatically lose it. We lose just about every challenge. And then we're always in these tight-ass games where the umpire makes it. And you could say, hey, Todd, stop making excuses. If you really want to be a winning team, just like in football, don't let the refs make the outcome or affect the outcome of a game. Same thing with baseball. And I can see that point. Be better and don't let the umps screw things up. But in baseball, you know, if you start to have an umpire change his strike zone midway through the game or late in the game, when your pitcher's up there trying to get a couple more outs to get it to the closer, that affects the fucking game. So it's hard not to feel bad or feel pissed when shit like this happens. But I could tell you from experience as an Angel fan, you've seen it, I've seen it. We now have 4 elements against us. 5 if you count New York separate from the umpires. It sucks. I mean, we have to battle that shit on the nightly basis, and that's not even counting the 6th element, which is Artie Moreno. And by the way, let me finish off this last award. Now, again, who gets the nacho night?
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos, ow.
Ow. Well, the Nacho Award goes to 2 people, and they get to share a heaping helping of nachos, Ron Washington and Suarez. Suarez, again, the gift that keeps on giving to the opponent. Why do we still have him on this team? There's several questions to ask if you're a true Angels fan, and a lot of them start with, why did Artie not sell? Why is Artie still the owner? Why do we have so many injuries? Where the hell is number 6? Where the hell is number 27? Those are common questions. And one that has fit the narrative of an Angels common question or a bitching question is, why the fuck is Suarez still on the roster? He serves no purpose. Listen, if you are not good in mop-up time as a pitcher, I've always seen it through all my games and years of playing baseball and watching baseball. If you want to be booted off the team, even if you have talent like Ron Washington says that Suarez does, and so does Perry, if you can't be trusted in a close game or even down 2 or 3, 4 runs, and then they relegate you to mop-up duty, and don't tell me you don't think those players know the guy who's on the lowest totem pole of that stick in the bullpen. That's Suarez. Any other pitcher would have been DFA'd. If that was Herget, gone. But no, it's freaking Suarez, and somehow he's still just riding the pine. Bring him in. You got one job to do, bro. Keep a blowout a blowout. Don't make it an even bigger blowout. And he can't even do that. And you bring him in again in a game where it's not out of reach at that point. I would throw more in there, and if he gives up the runs, I'm fine with that because he has a history and a track record of keeping the games close. So a fuck up here, a fuck up there is okay. But Suarez is just a guaranteed fuck up every night. Every time he comes in, he's giving up runs. So I don't know what the hell Ron Washington was thinking right there. I don't like that at all. Let's see who gets the golden dong tonight for stiffest competition.
It's a big Calhoun, the golden dong, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's finna be revealed?
You know what's sad is we have not given the golden dong to very many Angels players since we debuted it, and that trend is going to continue. Carlos Rodon gets the freaking golden dong because he was the stiffest competition until he kind of unraveled later in the game. 6 innings pitched, 3 runs, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. He was kind of unhittable for a while, so he gets the golden dong. Now, before I get into comments, I just want to address that situation I brought up briefly with the vendors striking a little bit. I don't know if it's going to go on a full-on strike, but they were very mad on pay and the way they've been treated. And that's just another thing that is unraveling in the Angels organization and something that the Angels will not address or come out and even talk about with a team president. And again, just do yourself a favor. If you want to laugh and you say, man, Todd, you don't sound like Artie Moreno when you imitate him. Or, hey, whoever calls in as Artie Moreno doesn't do a good job of sounding like Artie Moreno. I challenge you to go to YouTube and type in Artie Moreno interview. That's all you have to do. You can listen to him lisp. You can listen to him struggle. And you can find videos not from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, because he won't go on record. He's a scared little bitch. And he does not talk, does not like to hear his suffering succotage voice over the radio or on TV, but he used to grandstand all the time and mansplain to us fans about how great this team is, and we're doing a lot behind the scenes, and I'm one of the reasons why we gave Trout the extension. And he used to go on there and talk with Victor Robles or Robles and talk with other guys in the booth. We've mentioned he used to walk around the stands. He's gone. He's hiding all the time. His ego is hurt right now. And the more it seems like he just meddles and tries to fix things, the more it just goes down. It's sort of like that thing where they tell you if you fall in ice or you fall in the water and you don't know how to swim, don't struggle, or you're in the quicksand. Don't move. The more you move, the farther down you go. Artie's right there like, and he's sinking and sinking and sinking and taking the franchise with us or with him. So, again, all due respect to the vendors, I just found this clip from Family Guy, and this reminds me of, we always talk shit about the hot dogs that suck at Angel Stadium, at least in my opinion. I think Hoffy sucks. But listen to this clip by Family Guy and tell me it does not describe your, like, I'm not talking about going to like the different restaurants inside of Angel Stadium, the Big A Burger or maybe the Panda Express, stuff like that. I'm talking about your grandstand. Your walk up there, they just have beer, peanuts, red vines, some Sour Patch, hot dogs, pretzels, and popcorn. It's like your standard, and soda. Standard little grandstand that's mostly up on the upper deck, but they have them down below too, right? Nothing special about those, right? Tell me this does not sound like your experience and my experience at Angel Stadium. Real quick clip.
Man, spending a whole day with him is going to be worse than eating at a ballpark. I'll take one terrible beer filled up way too high so I spill most of it, and a too long hot dog on a too short bun. And do you have mustard and relish?
Yeah, it's right there between the entrance and the exit to the bathroom.
Perfect. And can I get a bag of unsalted peanuts? Something I would never eat anywhere else in the world?
Sure, here you go.
Great. I can't wait to have diarrhea in the stall with no door while 20 guys wait for me to finish.
I mean, the only thing wrong with that clip is we do have a door. At least in the stalls, we have a door, but there is 20 guys waiting for you to take to finish taking your shit in an Angels baseball game at any given time. And then I love the part where he says, oh, where's the relish and the mustard and all that stuff? Oh, right next to the bathroom. It's true. It's like you get a whiff of that nasty must and whatever smell that permeates from the restroom right as you're trying to top your dog off. Oh, Family Guy, aren't you the best? Yeah, let's get into some comments as the Angels lose again to the Stankies. So that's never good. But hopefully you guys and gals are having a good night, and we'll judge by the comments as we move on, as we get started here with them tonight. Let's see. Dan Rio says, I'm pissed. Edwin for the Stamos. Washington for nachos. Ohapi gets the Willie. You were 2 out of 3. I thought Angel Hernandez retired. Q Lombardi. Yeah, I think we're going to get a lot of what the hell is going on here because, yeah.
What the hell's going on out here? What the
Also,
hell's going on out here?
Whoops.
What the hell's going on out here?
All right, Lombardi, we get it. Jesus. Also, we should have been tied 3-3 or up 3-2. Fucking umpire. Jets pod says 2-7. That made me look really good. He's been on it, dude. I mean, Randy's been calling it. Broman says another terrible loss. Why did Ron Washington leave Simber out there so long, past 3 minimum? Well, he was assuming Simber was going to get the job done, and he didn't pitch him. He was just like, fuck it, let him sink or swim, and he sank with the umpire. Tyler said just another casual outing for Mr. Sulky and the group of chumps. Dan says also, I do blame our boys one bit, or I do not blame our boys. Courtney says, I don't want any Sandoval slander today. And there shouldn't be. Again, there's these games where he'll show up and show you his talents. And you're like, man, this is the Sandoval we wanted last year. And this is the Sandoval we really wanted this year. And he had that fight in him. He looked pumped, but just got no support again. Mateo says, I hate the umps. Dan says, don't you blame Simber. Umpire squeezed him. Alfonso says Sandoval or a Latino Tio Jesse deserved better today. Best I've seen him in a while, even though he was squeezed by the ump. Exactly. Mateo it's Mateo. He's thirsty, and he wants everyone to know that it is.
It's o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more.
Boy, that guy is wrinkly, isn't he? Oh, I hate that guy. Also, Simber was hitting the edges perfectly. He was. M-Dog says, fuck the Yankees. Yes, I agree. Dan Rio says, we had to deal with the evil empire and the umpire. No damn way. This loss is unacceptable. Tyler says, Yankees kept shaking their heads at the strike call like it was a foot off the zone. What the fuck? Well, they get those calls because winners get those calls. The Angels apparently don't, because the league seems to think that we really suck. And that gives us what, Anna?
Emotional damage.
Exactly. Mateo says Yankees probably paid most $20 before the game. Mario says, how many fake Yankee fans now? Joe DiMaggio played for the Halos in the PCL. You know what? They don't know any kind of stuff, dude. I'm telling you saw a Babe Ruth jersey out there the other day with Ruth on the back. Since when do the Yankees have any names on their jerseys, home or road? Like I keep saying, after every win, they'll blow it the next game, One Jets Pod says. Also, I don't normally get pissed off, but I am tonight. Home plate umpire Edwin. Also, let's hop in the car with Honda. God, I hate Bally's. I hate them. They freaking piss me off, dude. I can't stand them. But this is what Simber was doing tonight.
Ball 4. Ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
And you know what? Let's take a ride in a Honda. I gotta tell Ron Washington this.
Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Exactly, Ron. Esteban says that video of Ochudes about the fight at Angel Stadium was taken by Dodgers fans literally after a fight that a dumb broad said that's why we're Dodger fans. Yep. Esteban says those same Dodger fans were repping the Yankees. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Mateo says former president pleads guilty to 34 counts. I don't know why you would bring that up. Alfonso says Angel Stadium last 3 games was Yankee Stadium West, kind of SoFi when it becomes Levi South. Sucks to be at the wrong end of it, like Lamb fans are when the Niners come. And that is true. That is true, and I can't stand that, but that's where we're at. And at least the Rams can say they win, and they still can't get fans. The Angels, on the other hand, I mean, let's just face it. When they were winning, the Yankees weren't doing this stuff. Mario says, our offense sucks, Todd. Who's going to take advantage on this lineup? Everyone else? I mean, serious. Dan says, I wanted to enjoy the good game, but the umpire ruined it. Sebastian also says, Gooby voice, hey, at least O'Hoppy hammered that home run. Cue Bally's. That's true, because that's all they could talk about was the long ball. They're all, hey, did you see O'Hoppy? And Bobby V, when he comes on the post game, you know, their awesome post game, he kind of sounds like freaking Kermit the Frog. I want to try to do it, but I can't really do it. Not really good. He comes out there talking like this with his, with his crazy suits on. Hey, did you see Hoppy's home run? And he's smiling. It's like, why are you smiling, bro? We just lost another game. Let's see what? No Christmas sweater in July. Yeah, no Christmas sweater this time. One Jets pod. Dan says, and the Winers lose again. Fuck the Winers. He's on one tonight. The Honks saying that we're going to win a series against the Yankees. Give me a break, Marty said. Tyler also said Todd is snapping like the rest of us. You kind of got to at some point. Be a Giants fan too. Hell no. But that's what they do though. And I've never understood that, by the way. There's so many Dodger fans that say, fuck the Bay Area, fuck the Giants, Viva los Dodgers, right? And then when football season rolls around, go Niners, yeah, go Niners. It's like you just said, fuck San Francisco, fuck North Cal, and you're repping both. It's genius. And there's a lot of Niner fans up there that started as Niner fans and jumped on the Dodger bandwagon. I just don't get it. Be consistent, people. Tyler says this series opener win curse is getting old. Yeah, it does suck when they win one and then they drop the next 2. One Jets pod says no grabbing each other's honks though, Todd. I'm not saying I am. Sergio says let's go all protest at the stadium and like the food stand people did today. And you know what, Sergio? It would have made more difference too if we did something like that when they weren't scared of us, because you do remember going under the hats and you had Bally's there and they were like, hey, we just took another loss. And then Patrick O'Neill will be like, hey, and the Ducks play over there. And, they were trying to spin their shit. And then you started to see at first fans just wanted to get on TV and they were waving, saying, hi, Mom. And then you started to hear people say, sell the team, get pitching. People started bringing signs. They started flipping off the camera. All of a sudden, hey, we got to take this pre and post game thing inside Angel Stadium on the field with nobody behind us. And then that became a thing. So again, that shows you how freaking egotistical Artie is and how he just can't take any criticism. I would actually invite all that. I'd be like, hey man, we do suck. We need to change. We need to, fans, show us how you feel. I mean, obviously when you're winning and they used to be out there and they'd win on a walk-off or they'd have a good pitching performance, you wouldn't have those people flipping off the camera saying, get pitching. They were happy and they were putting their kids on their shoulder, and it was a good thing to see. But now it's like, nope, they're too scared. My hatred for the Winers is up there with the fucking Yankees. Uh-oh. M-Dog says, at least the dong and the Pilar came through. That's true, M-Dog. Also, AAA lineup. This is the Mexican lineup. One Jet Spot says. Marty says, at this stage, I'm prepared to bring back David Fletcher as a pitcher and offload Suarez. I'd offload him for anybody at this point. Also, of all the nights Wash getting thrown out would have been at least something against these Angel Hernandez clones, and it would have been. Yet, nope. Edwin says this team just can't hit the ball. One Jet Spot says the owner from Major League Movies wouldn't even want our shitty ass team. Yeah, she probably wouldn't want to move them. She'd probably be like, nah, they could stay there. I'll sell. Marty says at least Boone manages to get himself thrown out occasionally. Come in, Ron, show some cojones. Also, fuck Washington too. Couldn't back up his pitchers. Fire the coker up ass. Wow. Mario says, I like Wash, but he is still too old to manage a shitty team like this. Cue Morty, get your shit together. Yeah, because again, you got to show some fire. If you're all about the talk, you better do it, man. You better freaking get your shit together.
Well, then get your shit together.
Yep. So again, real quick, here's what the Angels are doing after giving up runs. It was 1, 2, 3.
Don't.
Exactly. And you know what? I like Ron Washington, but he's a little crazy, my man.
You're crazy. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
And Doc says Suarez to the Braves for Squid and Fletcher. Please, Perry, can you redeem yourself? No, I'll take Fletcher, but no, Squid, you got to DFA his ass before he gets here. Home plate umpire, yes, we know is Edwin. He gave the Yankees pitchers 5 bullshit calls. Yes, he did. It wasn't Washington's fault. They did give up. They didn't get the job done. LOL. Tyler said. So yeah, he's got to deflect. Sandy sucks. Artie Doc. Also, Broman says Sandoval got Judge 0 for 4 strikeouts until handing a slider down the middle. Hello, of course, Judge ain't gonna miss the meatball down the middle. 2-1 score. Overall, he pitched well. It fell apart. That's a good sum up right there. Angels lose, and Ryan Garcia cleared of steroids. F me. Tyler also says, Bally showing all the Yankees fans was freaking typical. That's true. They're all, hey, did you know that there's Yankee fans here? Hey, look at those pinstripe guys. Hey, look at those guys. Hey, look at those fake jerseys. Hey, look at the Yankees. Hey, look, Billy Crystal. Hey. Also, Mateo says, why bring Suarez in a close game? I have no idea. Angels didn't lose. The game was handed to the Yankees. This piece of shit Edwin had money on the evil empire. Look, the evil empire gets these kind of wins because they are the evil empire, and you got to beat them in different ways. The Angels offense didn't come through, plain and simple tonight. I think they get the blame more than Ron Washington. Ron Washington just made another stupid-ass move. Mateo says, tomorrow's game is on shitty Apple TV. Well, then watch it with us. Tomorrow we're going to have a watch party here. If you want to watch the Angels-Yankees game, watch it with me and my good friend from Catella Chronicles, Dominique Lorenz. And we'll call the game every pitch. We're going to watch it live with you on Apple TV. So come out and watch it here on YouTube. We're going to watch it here on YouTube together. You guys and gals can comment, and we'll read your comments as we're on commercials, and we'll watch the game together, and there you go. One of these days at Mezzo's, you guys can come down. We'll do a watch party, and we'll just watch a game all together. I think that'd be great, too. Let's see. I wish I was having too much sex with JetSpot. Patio probably says, at least we tied the series, guys. Yeah, Tyler, he's like, hey, we got a chance to tie the series tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Cypress Hill says, 1 hit from the dong. Oh, no more. Don't want to take a hit from that dong, Mario, because if you do, you won't be walking straight for a week. Be walking like you got off a horse, like a bow-legged cowboy. Dan says that was a shitty day. Alfonso says Tyler and Angel Hernandez clones. Damn spot on. I think Angel must have been slinging his dong all over the place and created a bunch of little Angel Hernandez Juniors. Marty says, if Papa Fox is upset, it makes me upset. One Jet Spot says, hey, Todd, remember when we thought Artie was selling the team? I miss those days. Me too, bro. Me freaking too. Broman says, on Soto's triple, why was Shonawell off first base and soft hit? When the soft hit went over his head, shake my head. 2-1 score went to 5-1 instant. Actually, yeah, that's right. It was 2-1. No, it was 4-1. It went to 7-1. But yeah, that was a weak ass ground ball. I didn't think that it had enough to get by him, and I guess he was playing double play depth. Let's see. Also, Tyler says, get Papa Fox on the damn show. I'm working on it. Dominique says, have no fear. We've got a live stream tomorrow since the game is on Apple TV. Absolutely. Do not watch Apple TV. Artie says, I thought last year was bad. Didn't think it would be this bad. And you're preaching to the choir, Artie. I mean, last year I thought we dug ourselves a huge hole. And I hated Numbnuts Nevin. I thought we'd have a lot more to be positive about this year. And it just feels like we're sinking lower and lower. F the league for this, Grillmaster says. Boo Empire or umpires, Anna says. Also, Gooby is the jinx. Get him out. Mario says, I bet Marcia's will be calling Todd tonight. Ray says ump was fucking atrocious for the Angels. He was. Also, Mateo says, I'm surprised Simber didn't get tossed. Well, he didn't really put up a fight either. Guys, don't worry about the loss. These L's don't count at all, Alfonso says. The season begins tomorrow. We are good. And I think someone was mentioning that just the other day. I think they were bootlicker as well, right?
Call me a bootlicking houseman all you want. I don't give a damn.
If you're a so-called Angel fan, if you're a Halo honk for life like me, then shut up. We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
There you go. He told you straight up. It starts tonight or tomorrow or whenever they play in Seattle. I wonder if what Val Hartley thinks. Oh, if any of you are online, especially on Facebook, and you know of a Val Hartley, and I don't mean to call any fan out, but my God, you can hear her Halo honk right now. If you listen very carefully, her Halo honk, I mean, she's like how Anaheim Stadium used to be with a big A, how they only would light it up when they win. If Val Hartley was in charge of that, well, maybe she is, because the Halo is always shining bright over Anaheim. That is what Val Hartley thinks of the Angels on a nightly basis. If she could do this and keep that Halo bright and shiny, no matter if we lose every game, she does. So every take that you say anything negative, oh, you're so stupid, I can't believe you. Nope, you're not right. Joe Adell's the best home run hitter on the team. Nope. That Sandoval's a great pitcher. Nope. Suarez ain't going nowhere. Whew. I mean, what can you say? The ultimate honk should be her name. Marcia will make Todd feel better after this series. Just let it happen. No, I'm not, Mario. How dare you? How dare you? Can we stop saying season starts tonight? No, because it's happening. Preseason's over.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Also, Simber got screwed, Broman says, on some calls. That affected him. Walked 2 runs in. It was 2-1. It went to 4-1. Also, Mario says, when is Washington getting the Nacho Night Award? Tonight. Also, I'm surprised that Suarez is still on the Angels, starter to middle reliever to 1-inning reliever. This guy is so terrible, could never get any outs. Big outs. That's true. Broman also says, question, do you think Ron Washington wish he stayed in Atlanta? I think so. At this point, I really think so. Well, on the bright side, Trent or Roger, that's a good one, Grillmaster. Also, PS3 says, so glad this series is over. I'm tired of Wayne spamming 6'7" every time Judge appears, glazing. That's because he's like, hey, that guy 6'7" is so amazing. What a pillar of a man. It's like, dude, I get it. Let's see. We snapped Volpe's hitting streak. Yes, we did. Mezzos. Ron is beginning to remind me of Big Dong Joe Biden, just forgetting things like coaching, how to run a country, when to bunt, not to bring in Suarez. Also, one trick pony Aaron Judge homer wasn't impressive. It doesn't count because the Angels are a D3 team. I would have to agree with that one, Grill. And I don't agree too much on those kind of takes, but yeah. R. Martinez says, went to tonight's game, and those Yankees are so insufferable, want to be East Coasters who probably have never been to a Yankees game in LeBron. They haven't. 95% of them haven't. The problem is the front office, and then it trickles down. To be fair, there are actually a lot of New York transplants in Southern California. There are one Jets pods, but as far as calling them Yankees guys, I don't think so. Also, and it's not like O'Hoppe was crossed up on these pitches. They were clearly in the strike zone, and the framing was good too, Grillmaster says, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. He just got squeezed. Leave your boy Suarez alone. Don't be so disrespectful, one Jets pod says. Also, they are escaping the Marxism in New York, and they saw today, and it's still all fucked up. Suarez does throw BP, Mateo. And also Mario says, I remember the umpire calling balls on the Angels pitcher against the New York in the playoffs. Napoli was behind the plate and claimed he couldn't see the ball behind him. Umpires hate that, or hate the halos. And I'm beginning to see that too, because a lot of these games are going against the Angels big time, dude. And I mean big time. Anna said this game was horrible tonight. Kyrie Paris should have been pinch hit for. Washington doesn't like pinch hit batters, I guess. It doesn't make sense because he didn't do it the other night when we had Pilar on the bench. Artie says compare Yankees Gill versus Angels Suarez, strong and athletic versus fat ass and gut. Exactly. Squid should have just come back since they did horrible tonight. Big 20. Yes, sir. And oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One Jet Spot says, what is Grill talking to himself? Demetro says, whoever makes the heaty music is on point. Thank you, sir. That's not me, though. It is our boy, producer to the stars. When they put Suarez in, I said, yep, Ron Washington gave up on this one. Austin Marks. And that's the thing, too. I mean, when they do give up, they give up in dramatic fashion. If you remember what they did last year with Nevin. Nevin was just like, oh, we're going to the dong. Let's see. Also, R. Martinez says, I thought Matt broke up with himself. Oh, geez. Alfonso said, Big Papa Fox, I think you're missing one more award for shithead of the game, the refried squid award. Ooh, man. The calamari. Michael Gibby checks in with 7-21, guys. Remember, we're 7-21 at home. Ouch. Yep, and I think I told on another podcast what my record is in Angel Stadium as going to games this year. It's 3-8. And the co-host for that show said, well, I got my first win the other night. I was like, wow, how many games have you been to? 11. I was like, damn, 1-10. Should have taken him instead of Skaggs, M-Dog says. One Jet Spot says it's on social media. Yankees suck balls right there. I like that, by the way, David. Mario says, Artie has not yet begun to defile this team. Unfinished business. Also, Mateo says, Todd, I'm going to keep saying it until it happens. We need to reverse boycott just like they did in Oakland. Again, Mateo, and I'll keep saying it. We don't have the fan base that can work together with itself. We don't have people that'll inspire change. You might have me being able to inspire a small fraction, but when you got other people with bigger fan bases to do something and they don't, well, we'll never get nowhere. I guarantee you all the Oakland broadcasters, like you had Brody Brazil and the ones that are really big with their podcasts up there, get people together for a common goal. And I don't think we have the pull here or the people that want to actually participate. We don't have enough, so it is what it is. McDonald's has to pay $20 an hour. What do the vendors make? I don't know, Mario. I don't know. I know that there was someone when we were slamming them during COVID, there was some people saying that, Artie still paid their stipends, still paid for certain things for them. He didn't pay them their full salary, but he did pay for them to keep them, but for the Angels, look, most of your Angels workers are older, nicer people. And what I took out of that video is not exactly the guy going, "Si se puede, si se puede." What I took out of it was, you really got to be a dick to piss off these people who have been hardworking, took a lot of flack. I mean, because come on, it's not the most glorious job out there. But these people, whether this is their only income or it's a part-time to help their family or to support themselves or another family member, I mean, these fans have to deal with belligerent fans, have to deal with, things that happen with the team. And sometimes they're shitted on. They hear the remarks. And for these older people of all races, mind you, for them to be this mad with whatever system or whatever pay or how they're treated, man, I mean, that goes a long way. Because to me, it's one thing if it's the Dodger people, because we know the kind of people they hire, they're mostly young and stuff like that. They've got ambitions, they've got goals. But these are your older, these people, a lot of them could be your grandma or your grandpa or your uncle or your aunt, and if they're treated bad for and being that nice. I mean, hell, even the security guards, when you're over that line and they don't want you to be there, like, hey, can you step back, please? Like it's not like at Dodger Stadium where they're trying to hit you with a billy club or stun gun you. You know what I mean? It's like, man, what I took out of that is Artie really must be screwing with these people, and that sucks. That sucks. Dan says, thank you for that Family Guy bit. I needed a laugh right there. Also, the ketchup and mustard between the doors and bathrooms. It is like that, dude. It is like that. One Jet Spot says, I always eat my dog plain dippy in beer. What? Do you do the straw thing, One Jet Spot? That's nasty. Also, take the loop off Todd. Yeah, I left it on there. M-Dog says, Todd, realistically, what do you see? Who do you see the Angels trading? You have to go for their big, like, let's just say, since coming over, Pilar's got like, what, 19 RBIs? So M-Dog, I would say he would be a candidate. I know that would piss off Angel fans, but, you know, you got him for basically nothing. Flip him. Tyler Anderson will be another guy. Simber, despite what he did tonight's another guy. A Garcia would be another guy. And Estevez, if he gets his shit together, like Morty says, that's another guy. If Detmers would turn it around, that's another guy. But Canning is definitely a guy that, I mean, come on, 8 straight good performances. He's a guy that you can dangle out there right now and get a couple really good prospects for. He's been really pitching really good. And as far as hitting, you wouldn't get rid of the core 4 unless you were ready to move on from Adele. He could be a throw-in, but I think they're going to give him one more chance. And there's not too many other guys besides Renifo, and that's about it. I would say maybe Taylor Ward. You would listen for him. So there's a handful. I mean, this team could look really different come trade deadline. I mean, really different. Mateo says one more loss that could have been a win. Exactly. One good start in a loss isn't going to give me a lovely, lovely, lovely Sandy kind of vibe. U2 says, can we pick up Trevor Bauer? He's still out there. At least give him a shot. Even if we wanted to, bro, even if we wanted to, the league would just give us a big, fat no. Big 20, it looks like just with that one comment right there, he didn't score. Another year of high school, and it sucks. Oh, yeah. Dan says, yes, Mateo. The umpire said no. Spritz o'clock, son. It's catchy. Also, Rally Chris says, watch since we are going on the road to face the AL West team. We going to either take 2 out of 3 or we're going to sweep the Mariners. Then come home, face the Padres, and lose 2 out of 3. We may lose all 3 at home, but I actually believe they're going to play better on the road again. Artie says, bring back Mike Scioscia. Fuck. Well, Mike Scioscia will never come back if the big A still has analytics in it. If it still has an overwhelming bit of nerds telling Scioscia what to do, Scioscia has too much pride to let that happen. So it's another reason why Mike Scioscia's never gotten a job. You mean to tell me if the analytics weren't being forced in every market of baseball, that if you were to say, hey, we can use a manager that we're just going to trust his gut, he's going to call every pitch by picking his nose and his chin hair, you would have Mike Scioscia employed right now, because I don't think there's many that do it better than he does. The problem is he's outdated because he won't take up the analytics mantle. So also Mateo says, yeah, we sure did suck last night. I think he's referring to Homer because Homer likes to say that we're not a very good team. We don't even win.
Wow, winning.
No, we don't do by winning either.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
No, we don't actually. We don't. And I can't find it right now. But we got to keep our composure. I'll just move on. I was trying to put a few together, but forget it. Fuck it! Let's see. Also, Sean Smith says, this team sucks. Yeah, they do suck. And you know what? Since we didn't do it, well, we did it earlier, but we're going to do it again. Because I'm going to sound like Roger Lodge. We're just going to put some filler in here. And by the way, it's Spritz o'clock.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
Spritz It's o'clock. Let's pour some more. Let's see. Also, One Jets Pod says, leave Gooby alone. Hyundai for Honda. Also, Angels have gotten the wrong end of the stick many a times. Also, fuck the Smurfs. The Niners are actually in Santa Clara. Yes, they are, Mateo. Santa Clara all the way. Then those Niners fans turn around the football season and all yell LA. Also, Brian says, I went to Chick-fil-A after Tuesday's win for a free sandwich after our seventh home win. The restaurant told me the Angels needed to score more than 7 runs in a home game to get a free sandwich. What the fuck? That's not going to happen, Brian. If you depended on Chick-fil-A for meals, you would be starving. Brian, they know that ain't ever going to happen. Exactly. Mateo says, all right, you guys, we lost a game last night. We lose one today, that's 2 in a row. We lose one tomorrow, that's a losing streak. Have Todd talk over it. Dude, that is true. That is what we call a winning streak.
Right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday.
Lost a game.
If we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning
losing streak. Also, so would you load? Wait. Would have you load Suarez or Squid, or would you get Suarez or Squid? Suarez for Squid? Would you trade? No, I'd hold on to Suarez. Brian says 7-21 record at home. The winning percentage is 25%. We are on pace for 20 wins this season at home. That is pathetic, man. If I was Angels manager, I would have gotten tossed tonight to wake my ass or wake the team's ass up. I would too, Mateo. I really would. Tyler says, hey, at least we got the Jack app. Oh, yeah, we got the Jack app. I want this team to keep losing, as bad as it sounds. Maybe for the rest of the fan base will wake the fuck up. Yeah, I guarantee you they're going to wake somewhat up after 100 losses. Someone give Washington an 8-ball. I'm sure the Raider fans can swing it. Damn, Dan is taking shots. They're experienced in crime. Wow. U2 says every time they interview Washington on the pregame show, you always hear loud music in the background. Go Brad Pitt on them and let them know what losing sounds like. Yeah, they don't care at this point. Let's see, Angels versus the Mendozas tomorrow. We do play the Mariners. Also, we will be lucky to win 3 games in June. Book it. Damn. Dan also says, can't watch it with you. Unfortunately, my Fire Stick has 30 seconds to 1 minute delay, so it makes it very difficult. That sucks. Also, ask Erica about how much she knows about the dong. Nacho Award goes to Todd instead. He said he would come watch the Angels-Yankees game with us Halos in the infield. When did I say that? I don't remember saying I wanted to go to an Angels-Yankees game. Papa Fox says, and I've been to come on, man. I've already seen enough losses already, dude. Papa Fox doesn't want to waste his time talking about a waste of time. Yeah, exactly. One Jets Pod. Also, balls, and Mr. Drury Lane. Let's see. Umpire scorecards is going to be interesting tomorrow. Wash should have argued. Exactly. And then Sean says, no fight in this team. Tomorrow's game will be interesting to see what happens. One Jet Spot says, I love you, Val. Listening to Roger today, his dream is to have a top stand full of Halo honks and the giveaway of a Roger Lodge bobblehead. That guy is an absolute wanker. Yes, look up wanker and you'll see Roger Lodge. His big old face up there, that suntanned, leather-faced man that is a hack. Also, how long would we last on Roger's show because he only wants positivity? We would have been gone a long time ago. 714 tickets, 714 tickets. Let's see. I never want to hear Pilar of a man again, dude. James says, careful, Todd. Someone out there may steal your watch-along party. That's right, James. You might have the locked-on watch party. Ooh. Mario says, Adele says hello. Is it me you're waiting for? Not. Also, Minapi says, could we realistically rally to win if the umpires actually called the proper balls and strikes? We'll never know, but we might have tonight. Tonight would have been the best chance to. Also, if I own the Angels, Brian says, I would have Trout and Rendon sign autographs in front of the stadium for 2 hours every home game they miss. Don't want to do it. You don't want to get paid. Dude, I wish, Brian, and you know what? If we didn't have such a sorry-ass union for the fans, but a strong one for the players, they wouldn't be getting these stupid contracts, and they would actually have to man up and show up instead of being like, oh, I'm injured, I'm going home with my family. Bastard. Let's see. Alfonso says, Todd, careful. I think there's a huge spider behind you. Don't start with that again. I'm not going to look. They asked yes, ushers over 80 hired. Also, a straw. What? No, that's I dip it in a cookie and eat it. Okay. Wait, you dip the hot dog in a cookie and eat it? Yikes. I'd be pissed off as a stadium employee seeing number 6 make millions for showing up and walking on the damn treadmill. Yes, I would be too. I have both Pilar and Stanton on my fantasy team. Guess who is doing the best? Probably Pilar at this point, because I know strikeouts screw you over. If you like beer brats, you like a beer-dipped dog, trust me. And after a few beers, they're even better. Well, you know what? I won't knock it till I try it. How about that? Fuck the league. They're the ones putting these shitty umpires in there to screw us. Also, I'm convinced Big 20 is the G word. It is Pride Month. He's had plenty of slutty-looking poon around him and still being a virgin. Big 20, you have to explain yourself, because you've took some pictures after winning some surf contests, and there's all girls your age, every size, every race. They're all there. How do you not score? You should just accidentally score. The spider is huge, Todd. He's trying to vibe with. No, he's not trying to vibe with me. Get out of here. Let's see. Todd is my American Idol. Shut up, man. When is it Spritz o'clock for Calhoun? It should be called Spritz o'cock. Some people just can't get that out of their mind. Demetrio says hot dog or hot vendors at the Big A be like, head over there for some unit droplets and extra fart air on your hot dog. Also, David says Wash was watching his reliever walk 4 in a row, and he still lets him pitch to another guy who walks with the bases loaded once again. Wash lost this game, plain and simple. Yeah, there was just too much of that going on tonight. Good point, David. I mean, you can blame the umpires, and you could kind of blame the pitchers, but yeah, he threw some bad ones out there tonight, and but this is what Roger had to say after the game.
Let me tell you something about my guy, John Stamos. So I was able to go in the back bedroom and unscrew the old balls and running up my butt right now. You get out of it what you put into it. John Stamos choked on me. He was so great.
Ball 4. Ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
Exactly. One Jet Spot says you could tell these honks they would only go to 20 games and they're still showing up for their $3 bobblehead. Yep. And then reselling it for $50. This team needs a hustle award and heart award. Roger Lodge is a homer. Sean says he is all the way. Yankees fans pleasuring themselves about how they beat a AAA lineup tonight. Yeah, and they had the favorite right there. The Locked On Watch cast. Yeah, that's coming. Watch. I guarantee it. My parents tried to reel me in as long as with a lecture about how Artie is successful as an owner because of money. Well, again, but I tried to explain to him that the entertainment doesn't matter, and they said I was wrong. It's about winning, and you can make a ton of money by just winning. But no. Let's see. Also, Todd, what site did you learn we would be seeing strikeout vendors versus Artie? It was on Angel Central. And no, there's no spider, damn it. And there is no spider. Screw you guys. That slider is no joke, man. Well, there you go with play on words, spider. Anyway, let's get into phone calls if you want to get them, 714-598-3221. But again, I want to show you guys, because I was laughing my ass off one more time about the clip from Family Guys, because this is definitely our freaking food vendors.
Man, spending a whole day with him is going to be worse than eating at a ballpark. I'll take one terrible beer filled up way too high so I spill most of it, and a too long hot dog on a too short bun. And do you have mustard and relish?
Yeah, it's right there between the entrance and the exit to the bathroom.
Perfect. And can I get a bag of unsalted peanuts? You know, something I would never eat anywhere else in the world.
Sure, here you go.
Great. Great. I can't wait to have diarrhea in the stall with no door while 20 guys wait for me to finish.
And that's the worst, too, because talk about spritz of clock on the toilet seat. Those guys go up there and just like, shaking and just spraying everywhere. And then if you actually got to take a Duke, man, is that I can't explain the struggle, because there's no amount of tissue that you want to be wiping up someone's piss, even if it's your son that does it. But you're talking about total strangers pissing all over the floor, and it's right around the rim of the toilet too. So if you actually do manage to wipe down the seat, put about 3 or 4 of those goddamn things around so that your ass cheeks don't touch someone else's ass cheeks. You drop your trowel or your shorts, and they're likely going to pick up some urine on the floor unless you hold them up like a skirt. At least your shoestrings will dip into the piss. I mean, it's disgusting. It is as bad as a freaking beach bathroom. It's terrible. And it's like, I just wish some of the guys would realize, okay, that's a stall. You're supposed to sit down. And it's uncomfortable as shit, too. No pun intended. When you're sitting on the toilet and someone has been on there for a while and you have to put everything down, even though you have those things in place to protect your butt cheeks from touching another man's butt cheeks via the toilet seat, you feel the warmth. And that's uncomfortable as all get out. You feel someone else's warmth. They were keeping that seam, that throne warm for your ass cheeks. And you're just like, I got to do this. I got to get rid of, drop the load real quick and get out of here. The quicker, the better. You know what I mean? Like that. There's no worse feeling, man. There is no worse feeling. Tyler already sits when he pees. Laugh out loud, ass cheeks. I'm drunk in 56, Dan says. Nothing worse than taking a bite out of your hot dog with a fresh coat of fart in the air. Also, Marty says every time Wash walks out on the mound, he looks like he's walking down the back alley trying to score. Dan, come on, man. Come on, Marty. Oh, man. That's tough. Good stuff, people. I was going to say good shit, but we were already talking enough toilet. So, well, I think that'll wrap it up. I guess Big 20 doesn't want to call in. He's usually always like just clamoring at the bit to tell us, hey, Todd, and be all crazy about what's going on. But we want to know, Big 20, are you getting close at some point? Dan says Marty wins for that comment. He probably does for tonight. I got to get back into it. I'm going to have some trucker hat giveaways coming up here. I just need like one more week to get settled in. I had a lot of shit come up. So we're going to get some stuff ready for you guys. Free shirts, giveaways. We're going to have some bobbleheads, a couple jerseys possibly. So we're going to bring back the trivia. We're going to do stuff like that. And again, it's just been a crazy year. And I want to know too, let's just say around the All-Star break, how many of you would participate, even if you just came down to hang out for a Halos in the Infield podcast softball game? I mean, would you guys want to do that? I mean, because I could get the other top fan rivalry out there to play us again, and a couple other podcasts might join in. So let me know. I mean, if you guys are, I was thinking about it around the All-Star break, maybe just, getting it together again and trying to do something there. Because if you wait too long in August and September, football's around the corner, and then people are already losing interest on the team, and they're going to want to watch football. So I figured maybe in July. So we'll see. I'm gonna float it out there and see what the pulse is for everybody. Because again, I would love to play some softball. That was fun the last time we played it in the off season. So I'm looking forward to do it again. Mario says, when you got to go, you got to go. Exactly. Big 20 on his way to first base with his nanny. Damn. Let's see. It was probably already using the toilet, and he had unfinished business. Will there be a keg? I don't know. But we definitely got to get something together with everybody to get the Halos fans out there again. And like I said, we'll have some new swag this week too to put up on the sites to make orders and whatnot. But I'll have some more info as far as tomorrow, what we're going to do exactly with Mezzos and what day we'll be there. I want to say days, but I have to see how my schedule is. We're just slammed right now at work. So I'll let you guys and gals know, and maybe you can come down and say hi or whatever, and we'll do a live broadcast. So with all that being said, yes, you can, Big 20. You must have fell asleep there for a minute. Let's hear your call. Hurry up and call in before I get out of here, because everyone wants to hear the latest and greatest Big 20 news before we get out of here. So hurry up and call. You're on the clock. Well, there you go. There you go. What's up, Big 20?
Hey, Todd.
What's going on?
Dude, so I just got back from the river like yesterday, and I celebrated my birthday last night.
Yeah, we got that. We got that. So how'd that go?
18. Went to my friend's house. And
Oh, good for you.
Now I'm super tired from last night. I got to rest for this weekend because I'm not in the greatest condition right now because I'm so tired from my celebrating last night.
You just had way too much Shirley Temples, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm just like tired and I just feel like falling asleep.
Yeah.
I'm, I celebrated too hard last night. Let's just say that.
Look, all I know is that I thought you'd be like bouncing around, but it does make sense that you celebrate too hard because this is like mild Big 20.
Yeah, and hopefully this summer, because I'm on summer break now, hopefully this summer I get laid and hopefully I lose my V card this summer because my cousin's friend's coming back into town and my cousin's graduation party and the other.
As long as you say your cousin's friend and not your cousin that you're looking to score with.
I know that, dude.
Yeah. The other night, she told me I would be a great boyfriend for her, and she wants to have because she has one more year of medical school in Mississippi. She told me, yeah, we could be friends with benefits for right now, and she said if I need like a board caddy for like when I'm on a pro surfer tour, she might be down, and then maybe we'll start dating. She's like, we can be friends with benefits with them. Like that.
So you don't. So Big 20. Big 20 doesn't want a relationship. Big 20 wants to just get it in, get that V card gone, and you're willing to give up a poster or a picture or something to get her on there because it seems like she's one of the girls that's going to get you your V card revoked because, well, you're going to cash it in because she's seemingly wanting to get something out of it herself, correct?
Yeah, she wants to like tag along and pull through when I become a pro surfer.
She is definitely going to entrap you with a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, but hopefully we start dating after she graduates medical school in 2 years in 2026.
I doubt that.
Because she is really nice and hot.
Let me give you the playbook. Let me give you the playbook on how this works. So what is she on a scale of 1 to 10 to you, Big 20?
She's like a 10.
So she's a 10. Okay.
She's probably a 10.
Okay, so she's gonna
like an 8.5, but she's pretty.
Okay, so she's gonna go to school while pregnant with your kid, and then she's gonna make you pay for it once you go big, and then she's gonna get with someone in the field that she was studying for, but not follow through with graduating, so she could stay home, live the good life in a big house, raise your kid and his kid.
No, she's just gonna have my kid. Hope maybe one day. Or I
don't talk about kids.
Maybe we would.
You don't.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how long she wants to date and what her plans are for marriage.
Listen, right now, don't talk about marriage. Don't talk about a baby. Just think about your honk. Think about your honk. That's it.
V card?
Yes, that.
Yeah, sir. And you know,
You what?
I'm on summer break. I'm on summer break starting tonight. Tomorrow's my first day of summer.
All right. Well, enjoy it. Hit the surfboard, man. Let us know, man.
Yes, sir. Senior year next year. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, do you have a headache from all those Shirley Temples?
Yeah, I took a nap today and I still felt it afterwards. I'm like, man, I'm gonna take it easy tonight.
Okay. Well, get some sleep, my man. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I am. Well, hopefully the Angels win at Seattle tomorrow.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
What the hell's going on out here?
I don't know, Lombardi. I don't know. Speaking of floaters, I've seen plenty at the stadium. A lot of Browns going to the Super Bowl. Let's see, also 18 and still a boy. Hammer is hammered. Alfonso says Big 20 had few too many chocolate milks. Big 20 one for on one right now and probably sitting on one too. Oh, man up, Big 20. Damn, Big 20. It's just pussy, dude. Don't be scared. Damn. Oh my God. Big 20 will date his cousin from Mississippi. Let her teach you, 20. Exactly. Hammer, I saw a post of you at the surf account and was with you included. Let's see. You were enjoying the ladies for sure, bro. Yeah, he gets a lot of ladies around him, but I don't know. Big 20 will become a butt pirate. Well, why does Big 20 keep farting? Here's a way out for Big 20 mouth party. Eat the pussy first. Damn. Well, he's 18 now, so you could say that. Hell, now, well, before he gets down there, oh, jeez. Well, he does like the beach. Let's see, Hammer, you don't need teen pregnancy. I have a couple friends who didn't beat teen pregnancy, and one of them had to do it as a single woman due to the fact her ex abandoned her. Exactly. He'll be abandoned in no time unless he wants. Jeez, you guys are terrible. Screw this broad and lose her number. Yeah, I wouldn't go for a gold digger right off the bat. But if you want to get your whistle wet, obviously, you take one for the team. Here's a clue, 20. Why didn't Chelsea Clinton have a sibling? Monica Lewinsky ate them. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, everybody. I think that we had enough. That we had to like make this a little fun at the end because again, I didn't get a call from Artie or I didn't get a call from Terry. I didn't get a call from the Gestapo. No, nobody. So we got Big 20 at least. So there you go. But we'll have a good night and hopefully the season starts tomorrow or tonight.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
We'll see you guys and gals tomorrow, and hopefully the Angels can turn it around up there in Seattle. Have a good night, everybody. Go Angels, I guess, because we didn't get to play the Stukas. Good night, everybody.